For project control, counts are ubiquitous. Hours, dollars, story points. For years, I used counts of them to measure and control schedule performance. Here's how I did it. See if it sounds familiar. For performance, I would capture the count of what's done and compare it to the count of what's planned. If done exceeds plan, you're ahead of schedule. If less, you're behind. Later, I realized I could do more with a rate. That was done divided by plan. A rate greater than 1 means you're running ahead. Less than 1, you're behind. You can apply the rate to the planned duration to get an estimated duration. In other words, if you do the planned duration at your current speed, it will take this long to finish. If the estimate exceeds margin, the project is headed for a late finish. All of this sounds plausible, and that's why I used counts. Initially, I used hours. When I moved to Agile, I switched to story points. Eventually, however, I twigged to something. At the end of a project, the numbers could get weird. Look at this case. Here, done climbs monotonically versus planned. At the end, the rate jumps to a perfect 1.0. You would think that signaled an on-time finish. It doesn't. It takes 2 additional periods for done to hit planned. What's going on? There's an unspoken assumption at work here. Performance of counts is proportional to schedule performance. Well, that sounds plausible, but it's not necessarily true. As a project progresses, the count that's done converges on the count that's planned. That happens regardless of whether performance is improving or worsening. The assumed correlation is informal and intuitive. It is not a defined mathematical relationship. Without a formal connection between counts and time, the two can and do diverge. So, it's out for the count. On the other hand, with a formal connection, counts can be reclaimed. More on that another time. Here are some links. And P.S. Wondering what happens with estimated duration? Here's the planned duration. It's at 11. And here's the duration estimate. It ends at the planned duration at 11. But that happens at period 13. Again, it's out for the count.